Sophia's words cut like a knife at the resort. She wasn't the only one Samuel cheated on, and our diner date promises were all lies. That moment shattered my world, but it started 3 days earlier, when my fairy tale marriage began to unravel. I'm Emily Parker, 32, and I thought I'd found my forever in Samuel Bell. We'd planned our life over Costco runs, piling our cart with bulk napkins for our dream wedding. Now, on our honeymoon, I stood alone on a tropical resort's balcony, the turquoise waves below mocking my crumbling reality. 3 days ago, I was a blushing bride in a New Jersey church, Samuel's hand warm around mine as we vowed eternity. His smile, the one that charmed me at a charity gala 2 years back, felt like home. We danced to Springsteen at our reception, laughing over shared fries at our favorite diner afterward, where he'd proposed over milkshakes. "You're my anchor, Em," he'd said, his hazel eyes steady. I believed him. Why wouldn't I? Our life was a Pinterest board, suburban home, Netflix marathons of The Office, plans for a Zillow-listed colonial with a backyard for barbecues. But now, as the resort's palm trees swayed, a gut punch of doubt hit me. Samuel had been off since we arrived. He'd vanished after dinner, claiming a work call. As CEO of a small investment firm, he was always dousing fires, but during our honeymoon? "Just a quick thing, Em," he'd said, kissing my forehead. His voice was casual, but his eyes darted, like he was hiding something. I'd nodded, not wanting to be that wife, the clingy one. "Sure, I'll chill by the pool," I'd replied, forcing a smile. That was 6 hours ago. Now, at midnight, the resort's beach bar was quiet, and my phone showed no texts, no calls. I dialed Samuel again, straight to voicemail. "You've reached Samuel Bell." I hung up, my stomach twisting like a Jersey Shore boardwalk pretzel. I paced our suite, the air thick with jasmine and Betrayal's faint whiff. Our wedding photos sat on the dresser, my smile naive next to Samuel's polished grin. I thought of Jane, my coworker at the nonprofit where I ran marketing. She'd warned me about Samuel last year, catching his late-night calls during our engagement. "He's always working, Em." "It's sketchy," she'd said at a company picnic, her brow furrowed. I'd laughed it off, dazzled by Samuel's flowers and surprise brunches. "He's just driven, Jane." My dismissal had stung her, she'd barely texted since. Now, her words echoed, a splinter in my pride. Desperate to shake the unease, I grabbed Samuel's laptop from the desk. He'd left it open during a FaceTime with his assistant, a workaholic habit. The screen glowed, an email notification blinking. The sender, Annabelle Carter, his coworker. The subject, "Miss you already." My breath caught. Annabelle, with her sleek blonde hair and sharp suits, had always been too friendly at his firm's happy hours. I clicked, hard hammering. The email was short. "Last night was electric, Sam. Can't wait for more. XOA." Attached was a photo, Samuel and Annabelle, cozy at a bar, his arm around her. The timestamp? 2 days before our wedding, the room spun. I sank onto the bed, the silk sheets cold against my skin. This wasn't possible. Samuel, who'd planned our Costco wedding buys, who'd whispered forever at our diner, was cheating. I scrolled further, each email a dagger. Annabelle's messages spanned months, detailing meetups during our engagement, drinks in Manhattan, a weekend in Chicago. "You make work trips fun," she'd written. My chest burned, anger mixing with self-doubt. How had I missed this? Was I that blind, spinning my wheels on a fantasy? I slammed the laptop shut, tears pricking my eyes. The resort's waves crashed below, steady, unlike my world. I thought of our diner dates, Samuel's promises over greasy fries. "You're all I need, Em." Lies, every word. Yet hope clung like damp sand. Maybe it was a mistake, a misunderstanding. I needed answers, but Samuel was gone, and my calls were ghosts in his voicemail. At the beach bar, I ordered a margarita, the salt rim sharp on my lips. The bar buzzed with a 4th of July theme, American flags flapping despite the tropical setting. A woman, mid-40s, with a warm smile and a name tag reading Maria, cleared glasses nearby. She caught my eye, her gaze soft, like she saw my turmoil. "Rough night, hon?" she asked, her Jersey accent a slice of home. I nodded, throat tight. Husband's AWOL. Not exactly the honeymoon vibe. Maria's eyes softened. "I've been there. You need anything, I'm around." Her kindness was a lifeline, but I couldn't lean in, not yet. Back in the suite, I reopened the laptop, my anger now a slow burn. Another email from Annabelle popped up, sent an hour ago. "Where are you, Sam? Resort's lonely without you." My blood froze. She was here? On our honeymoon? I scoured Samuel's inbox, finding a reservation for a nearby villa, under his name, booked for a Carter. The betrayal wasn't just in New York, it was here, under my nose. I gripped my phone. Ready to call Samuel, demand the truth. But what would he say? More lies, slick as the diner's vinyl booths. I stood, pacing, Jane's warning louder now. I'd pushed her away, choosing Samuel's charm over her honesty. Guilt gnawed. Could I text her now, admit I was wrong? Not yet. I needed to face this alone first. The suite's mirror showed a stranger, my eyes hollow, my wedding ring heavy. I thought of Maria's words, her quiet strength. Maybe she'd seen this kind of wreck before. Then, a keycard clicked in the door. My heart stopped. Samuel stepped in, his linen shirt rumpled, eyes bloodshot. He froze, seeing me awake, laptop open. "You're up," he said, voice too smooth. I stared, the email's truth scorching my tongue. "Where were you, Samuel?" My voice was a whisper, but it carried a storm. He hesitated, and in that pause, I knew nothing he said could fix this. But I needed to hear it, to know how deep the lies ran. "Where were you, Samuel?" My whisper sliced through the resort suite's humid air, sharp as the betrayal burning my chest. Samuel stood frozen, his rumpled shirt and bloodshot eyes screaming guilt. The laptop glowed behind me, Annabelle's emails, proof of his affair, etched into my mind. He ran a hand through his hair, a tell I'd once found charming. Now a stall tactic. "It's not what you think," he said, voice smooth as the Jersey diner's milkshakes he'd wooed me with. But his hesitation, that split-second pause, was a confession. I stepped forward, my wedding ring heavy like a stone. "Not what I think?" "I saw the emails, Samuel. Annabelle, here, on our honeymoon. Miss you already?" "Explain that." My voice cracked, anger and self-doubt colliding. 3 days ago, I was Emily Parker, 32, a bride dreaming of a Zillow-listed colonial with Samuel. Now, I was a fool, my Costco-planned wedding a mockery. Samuel's eyes darted to the laptop, then back to me. "It's work stuff, Em. She's just a colleague. You're blowing this out of proportion." "Work stuff?" I laughed, bitter, like the coffee I'd choked down at our PTA meetings back home, where neighbors gossiped about perfect couples hiding cracks. Work doesn't involve electric nights or photos with your arm around her 2 days before our wedding. I jabbed a finger at the screen, Annabelle's words a gut punch. "Last night was electric, Sam." Samuel's face paled, but he doubled down. "You're reading it wrong. She's flirty, sure, but it's nothing. I swear, I love you." His words, once my anchor, now felt like quicksand. I thought of Jane, my coworker, whose warnings about Samuel's late-night calls I'd dismissed. "He's shady, she'd said at a company happy hour, her eyes sharp over a margarita. I'd waved her off, blinded by Samuel's flowers and Netflix nights binging The Office. My snub had cooled our friendship, she hadn't even RSVP'd to the wedding. Guilt gnawed. I wanted to text her, admit I'd screwed up, but my phone stayed untouched. I needed to unravel this mess first. I grabbed the laptop, scrolling past Annabelle's emails. A new message caught my eye, from someone named Sophia Wilson. Subject: "We need to talk." My stomach twisted. Who's Sophia? I demanded, turning the screen to Samuel. His jaw tightened, a flicker of panic crossing his face. Nobody, M. Spam, probably. But his voice wobbled, and I clicked. The email was brief. Samuel, I'm at the resort. We can't keep avoiding this. I'm pregnant, and you know it's yours. The room tilted, my breath shallow. Pregnant? Yours, Samuel, I whispered. What the hell is this? He sank onto the bed, head in hands. It's complicated, M. Sophia's my ex-wife. Ex-wife? The word hit like a Jersey Shore wave, cold and relentless. Samuel had never mentioned a marriage. Our diner dates, our talks about kids in a backyard barbecue, he'd painted a clean slate. Ex-wife? I repeated, voice rising. And she's pregnant? You've been lying about everything. My mind raced to our engagement, his proposal at the diner, his vows in our church. Was it all a script? Samuel looked up, eyes pleading. I didn't want to hurt you. Sophia and I split years ago. She showed up out of nowhere, claiming this kid's mine. I don't even know if it's true. His desperation felt rehearsed, like a sales pitch. I clutched my phone, tempted to call Sophia, demand answers. Instead, I stormed to the balcony, needing air. The resort's Wi-Fi cafe glowed below, a lifeline to reality. I remembered Maria, the staff member from last night, her Jersey accent warm. I've been there. Could she help me navigate this? I returned to the suite, Samuel still on the bed, spinning his wheels. I'm finding Sophia, I said, voice steady despite the storm inside. I need the truth, not your version of it. He stood, reaching for me. Don't. She's trouble. Let me handle it. I pulled back, my ring glinting like a warning. You've handled enough. I grabbed my phone and headed to the cafe, heart pounding. The resort's paths were lined with palms, but I felt trapped, like I was back in our suburban cul-de-sac, neighbors' eyes on our perfect life. At the cafe, I ordered a latte. Its familiarity a faint echo of my Jersey Starbucks. The barista pointed me to Maria, who was wiping tables. You okay, hon? She asked, her eyes kind but knowing. I shook my head, spilling the basics, Samuel's emails, Sophia's bombshell. Maria sat, her story pouring out. Her ex cheated during their Atlantic City vow renewal. Screenshot everything, she urged. And talk to that Sophia. You deserve the whole picture. Her advice was a tether, grounding me. I nodded, pulling up Sophia's email, my thumb hovering over reply. Before I could, a woman approached, tall, elegant, with dark hair and a slight baby bump. Emily Parker? She asked, voice soft but firm. I froze. Sophia? She nodded. Sitting across from me. I didn't want to do this here, but Samuel's dodging me. Her eyes held pain, not malice. What's your deal with him? I asked, bracing myself. She sighed, hands on her belly. We were married 5 years. He cheated, lied, broke me. Now this. She gestured to her bump. I thought you should know who you married. My heart sank, Sophia's words a preview of the knife they'd become. He said it might not be his, I countered, clinging to hope. Sophia's laugh was bitter. That's Samuel. Always rewriting the truth. She pulled out her phone, showing texts from him, dated during our engagement. He was with me in Chicago, Emily. While you planned your wedding. My vision blurred, the latte turning sour. Chicago, when he'd called me nightly, saying he missed me. Lies, stacked like our Costco buys. Maria, nearby, caught my eye, nodding encouragement. I texted Jane, fingers trembling, you were right about Samuel. I'm sorry. No reply, but the act felt like a step. Sophia leaned in. There's more, Emily. He was engaged before me, to a woman named Elena. Same story, cheating, secrets. My mind reeled. Elena? Another hidden chapter? I stood, needing to confront Samuel, to rip apart his facade. I'm going back, I told Sophia. Come with me. He can't dodge us both. She agreed, her resolve mirroring mine. As we left the cafe, my phone buzzed. Jane's reply, I'm here, Em. Call me. A flicker of relief pierced my rage. Maria waved, her strength a quiet promise. The resort's beach bar loomed ahead, its 4th of July flags mocking my unraveling dream. Samuel was there, I knew it, and this time, I'd face him head-on. Sophia's truth, Jane's loyalty, Maria's wisdom, they fueled me. Whatever he said next, I was done being his audience. The resort's beach bar glowed under 4th of July flags, a cruel nod to the freedom I'd lost in my 3-day marriage. Sophia strode beside me, her baby bump a stark reminder of Samuel's lies. My phone buzzed. Jane's text, I'm here, Em. Call me. Her loyalty pierced the fog of betrayal, but I couldn't call yet. I was Emily Parker, 32, and tonight, I'd face the man who'd turned our Costco runs and diner vows into a sham. Sophia's words from the cafe echoed, Samuel's ex-wife, pregnant, claiming he'd cheated on her too. Now, we'd confront him together, his script of lies about to unravel. The bar buzzed with tourists sipping burgers and beers, American anthems blaring. I spotted Samuel at a corner table, his linen shirt crisp, eyes scanning his phone. He looked like the man who'd charmed me at a New Jersey farmer's market, picking peaches for our engagement party. That memory stung, his hand on mine, promising forever. Now, I knew about Annabelle's emails, Sophia's pregnancy, and a hidden fiancé, Elena. Each truth was a brick in the wall between us. Samuel, I called, my voice steady despite the storm inside. He looked up, eyes widening as Sophia stepped forward. Em, what's she doing here? He snapped, standing. His charm faltered, a crack in his CEO polish. I crossed my arms. My wedding ring biting into my skin. You tell me. Sophia says you were married. That you cheated on her. That this, I gestured to her bump, is yours. And then there's Annabelle, cozy with you before our wedding. Care to explain? The bar's chatter faded, eyes turning to us. Samuel's jaw tightened, but he forced a smile, like we were back at his firm's happy hour, schmoozing clients. Em, you're upset. Let's talk privately. He reached for my arm, but I stepped back. No more dodging. I saw the emails. Annabelle's here, Samuel. On our honeymoon. My voice rose, raw with the pain of finding those words. Last night was electric, on his laptop. Sophia nodded, her gaze fierce. Tell her the truth, Samuel. Like you never told me. He ran a hand through his hair, a move I'd once loved, now a stall. Sophia's twisting things. Our marriage ended years ago. She's desperate, claiming that kid's mine to trap me. Sophia laughed, sharp as a Jersey Shore wind. Trap you? You were in my bed in Chicago, Samuel, while Emily planned your wedding. And I wasn't the only one. Her words cut like a knife at the resort. She wasn't the only one Samuel cheated on, and our diner date promises were all lies. The hook of my nightmare, now live in front of me. My knees buckled, but I gripped the table, resilience flaring. Who else? I demanded, voice low but lethal. Sophia pulled out her phone, showing texts from Samuel, dated during our engagement. There was Elena, too. He proposed to her before me. Cheated on her, same as us. Elena, a name from Sophia's cafe bombshell, another woman I'd never known existed. My mind flashed to our church vows, Samuel's steady gaze. Had it all been a performance? Samuel's face reddened. That's enough, Sophia. You're poisoning her against me. He turned to me, eyes pleading. Em, I love you. These are mistakes, not who I am. His words echoed our diner nights, but they rang hollow now. I thought of Jane, who'd seen through him at that happy hour, warning me about his late calls. I'd pushed her away, and the guilt burned. Her text, "I'm here," was a lifeline I hadn't grabbed, but it gave me strength now. Maria, the resort staffer, appeared, wiping a nearby table. Her Jersey accent cut through the tension. "Everything okay, hon?" Her eyes, warm from last night's kindness, locked on mine. I nodded, but her presence steadied me, a silent ally. "Samuel," I said, "you hid a marriage, a fiancé, and Annabelle. What else?" My voice trembled, vulnerability slipping through, but I stood tall, channeling the woman who'd run marketing campaigns with grit. Sophia stepped closer. "He's a pattern, Emily. I found texts from women, plural, during our marriage. He'd charm, cheat, then rewrite the story." She showed me a photo, Samuel with a woman, not Annabelle, at a bar, time-stamped during our engagement. My stomach churned, like the time I'd overheard PTA moms whispering about a neighbor's wandering husband. Our life, Zillow searches for our dream home, farmers market Sundays, was a lie. Samuel lunged for Sophia's phone, but Maria intervened, stepping between them. "Cool it, sir," she said, firm. "Let the lady speak." Her authority, honed from years in Jersey dive bars, silenced him. I seized the moment. "Is it true, Samuel? Were there others?" My voice broke, but my eyes burned into his. He sagged, defiance crumbling. "It's not that simple, Em. I got caught up. Work, stress, I messed up, but I chose you." "Chose me?" I scoffed, anger surging. "You chose me while sleeping with Annabelle, texting Sophia, and hiding Elena. You didn't choose me, you played me." The bar was a stage, our drama public, but I didn't care. I thought of Jane's text, her loyalty despite my dismissal. I needed her now, but first, I needed to end this act. "I'm done, Samuel," I said, turning to leave. Sophia grabbed my arm, her eyes urgent. "There's more, Emily. He's dangerous when cornered." "Dangerous?" I froze. Vulnerability spiking. Samuel's eyes darkened, but he stayed silent. Maria hovered, ready to step in. Sophia leaned in, whispering, "He trashed my apartment when I left him. Threatened my job. Be careful." My heart raced, memories of Samuel's charm now chilling. Had I missed a darker side? I thought of our farmers' market fights, his sharp tone when I pushed back. "Was that a hint? I need space," I told Samuel, my voice firm despite the fear. "Don't follow me." He called after me, "Em, please, we can fix this." But his voice faded as I walked away, Sophia at my side, Maria's nod a quiet promise. Jane's text glowed on my phone, unanswered but heavy. The bar's flags waved, mocking my shattered freedom. Sophia's warning, "Dangerous," hung like a storm cloud. What else was Samuel hiding? I wasn't sure I could face it, but I knew I had to. I walked away from the beach bar, Sophia's warning, "Samuel could be dangerous," ringing in my ears. The 4th of July flags fluttered, a hollow salute to my shattered marriage. I'm Emily Parker, 32, and 3 days ago, I was a bride dreaming of a suburban cul-de-sac home with Samuel. Now, his lies, Annabelle's emails, Sophia's pregnancy, a hidden fiancé named Elena, had gutted me. Sophia kept pace, her presence steady as we navigated the resort's palm-lined paths. My phone glowed with Jane's text, "I'm here, Em. Call me." I clutched it, guilt heavy for dismissing her warnings about Samuel. I needed to fix that, but first, I needed to rebuild myself. The resort's glow felt suffocating, like the nosy stares at our New Jersey Community Book Club, where I'd gushed about Samuel's charm. I stopped at the Wi-Fi cafe, its Starbucks vibe a faint anchor to home. Maria, the Jersey-accented staffer who'd backed me at the bar, was there, wiping counters. "You okay, hon?" she asked, eyes soft. I shook my head, the confrontation's weight crushing me. He's a liar, Maria. And Sophia says he's dangerous. Maria sat, her story spilling. Her ex had trashed her apartment after she left him. Get a separate room, Emily. And call a lawyer. Zoom's your friend. Her words sparked action. I booked a new room at the front desk, the clerk's pitying smile stinging. In my new space, I set up my laptop, Maria's advice echoing. I Zoomed a divorce attorney from Newark, a friend from book club days. Screenshot everything, emails, texts, she said, her voice crisp. You've got grounds for annulment. I nodded, saving Annabelle's electric emails and Sophia's texts. Each click felt like reclaiming a piece of me, the marketing director who'd once pitched campaigns with fire. Samuel's lies had dimmed that spark, but I was done being his shadow. I opened my journal, a habit from college I'd abandoned for Samuel's whirlwind. On the beach that afternoon, waves crashing like my Jersey Shore summers, I wrote. Words poured out, anger at Samuel's diner date lies, self-doubt for missing Jane's warnings, fear of Sophia's dangerous claim. The act was electric, like rediscovering a lost song. I typed it into a blog post, raw and honest, 3 days married, a lifetime betrayed. I hit publish, my heart racing. Within hours, comments flooded in, women sharing their own betrayals. My voice, silenced by Samuel's script, was alive again. Jane's text nagged at me. I'd pushed her away, dismissing her at a company happy hour when she'd flagged Samuel's shady calls. Now, her loyalty shone through. I typed, Jane, I was wrong. Samuel's a cheat. Can we talk? Her reply came fast, we all miss red flags, M. Coffee when you're home? Relief washed over me, like finding a favorite book at the community library. I called her, voice trembling. I'm sorry, Jane. You saw him clearly. She laughed, warm. Took you long enough. You're stronger than you think. Our bond, frayed by my blindness, was mending, a lifeline for the road ahead. Samuel's note arrived that evening. Slipped under my door. I'm sorry. I'll change the therapy, anything. I love you. His words, once my North Star, now felt like a sales pitch. I checked his laptop, still logged in, and found a new email from Annabelle. Missed you at the villa, Sam. Tonight? Sent an hour ago. My stomach churned, but not with shock, clarity. Samuel wasn't changing, he was doubling down, even after our showdown. I screenshot it, my resolve hardening like the Jersey pavement I'd jogged as a kid. Sophia knocked, her face tense. Samuel's at the bar, asking for you. He's unhinged. Fear flickered, her warning about his temper, but Maria's number was in my phone, and Jane's voice echoed in my head. I wasn't alone. Let's go, I said, but Sophia shook her head. I'm staying out of it. I've got my kid to protect. I nodded, respecting her boundary. Alone, I headed to the resort's cafe, its outdoor tables a safer bet than the bar. I needed to end this, not escalate it. At the cafe, I sat under string lights, like our cul-de-sac's block party nights. I pulled out my journal, sketching a note, trust, once broken, can't be mended. Goodbye, Samuel. I slipped off my wedding ring, its weight gone, and tucked it with the note. A waiter approached, but I waved him off, my blog's comments buzzing on my phone. You're not alone, one read. I smiled, strength blooming where pain had rooted. Samuel appeared, eyes wild, hair disheveled. Why won't you talk? He demanded, voice loud enough to turn heads. I stood, calm despite my racing pulse. I saw Annabelle's email, Samuel. You're still lying. He flinched, then softened, a practiced shift. It's a mistake, I'll fix it, for us. I shook my head, thinking of our book club debates, where I'd held my ground. There's no us. You chose this. I handed him the note and ring, my hand steady. He stared at the ring, face crumpling. Please. I'm scared of losing you. His vulnerability tugged, but Jane's words, stronger than you think, held me firm. You lost me when you chose Annabelle, Sophia, Elena, I said. I'm choosing me now. I turned, walking toward the beach, his pleas fading. My blog's comments lit up my phone, a chorus of support. But Sophia's warning lingered, dangerous. Was Samuel's desperation a mask for something darker? I gripped my phone, Maria's number ready, unsure what he'd do next. The resort's beach stretched before me, waves whispering secrets I'd finally heard. I'd left Samuel at the cafe, my wedding ring and a note, trust, once broken, can't be mended, in his hands. His desperate plea, I'm scared of losing you, faded behind me, drowned by Sophia's warning, he could be dangerous. I'm Emily Parker. 32, and 4 days ago, I was a bride, my life a Pinterest board of Costco runs and New Jersey diner dates. Now, I was free, my blog post about Samuel's betrayal, Annabelle, Sophia, Elena, going viral, my voice louder than our cul-de-sac's gossip. I boarded a boat to leave the resort, the horizon a promise of renewal. My phone buzzed with blog comments, you're so brave, I've been there. Each word rebuilt me, like the community barbecues in our local park, where neighbors rallied around a shared table. Maria, the Jersey-accented staffer who'd urged me to lawyer up, waved from the dock. Her nod, warm as a 4th of July sparkler, reminded me I wasn't alone. Jane's text glowed, coffee tomorrow at our Starbucks? Our friendship, frayed by my dismissal of her warnings, was now a cornerstone, cemented by her call after I'd apologized. On the boat, I reflected on the wreckage. Samuel's lies, his affair with Annabelle, his hidden marriage to Sophia, his engagement to Elena, had shattered my world. Sophia's words at the beach bar, the hook of my unraveling, still stung. She wasn't the only one Samuel cheated on, and our diner date promises were all lies. I'd confronted him, fueled by Sophia's truth and Maria's strength, only to find more deception in Annabelle's latest email. Leaving my ring behind wasn't revenge, it was release, like decluttering our suburban garage after a spring clean. I thought of Jane, who'd seen Samuel's red flags at a company happy hour. He's shady, she'd said, margarita in hand. I'd brushed her off, dazzled by Samuel's flowers, straining our bond. Her forgiveness, we all miss red flags, healed that wound. I pictured us at our local park, joggers and kids' laughter filling the air, sipping coffee as I shared this nightmare. Jane's loyalty, like Maria's advice and Sophia's honesty, showed me my strength wasn't solo, it was woven from others. Samuel's fate loomed, Sophia's warning a shadow. Was he dangerous, as she'd said? Trashing her apartment, threatening her job? His final plea felt raw, but his email to Annabelle hours later proved he'd never change. My attorney, a book club pal, had filed for annulment, citing fraud. Samuel's hidden past was grounds enough. I'd blocked his number, but fear flickered. Would he lash out? Maria's number stayed in my phone, a safety net, and Jane's promise to meet grounded me. I wasn't running, I was rebuilding. My blog was my lifeline, its comments a chorus of survivors. I'd started it on the beach, journaling pain, Samuel's diner lies, my self-doubt, Sophia's bombshell. Posting it was a leap, like pitching a campaign at my non-profit job. Now, thousands read it, sharing stories of betrayal. Your words saved me, one wrote. I smiled, thinking of our community library, where I'd once lost myself in books. Writing wasn't just healing, it was power, a megaphone for the silenced. I planned a follow-up post, maybe a book. My college dream revived, the boat docked, the resort a speck behind me. I envisioned my future in our New Jersey park, its barbecues and morning jogs a canvas for a new life. No Zillow colonial with Samuel, no PTA whispers about our perfect marriage. Just me, my laptop, and a coffee date with Jane. I thought of Maria, her Jersey grit a mirror to my own. Sophia, too, had shaped me, her courage to confront Samuel, her choice to protect her child. They weren't just allies, they were proof that betrayal didn't break you, it built you. I opened my journal, penning a final thought. Samuel's lies showed me my blind spots, but they also showed me my strength. I wasn't the naive bride from 4 days ago, planning a life around his charm. I was Emily, a writer, a friend, a survivor. My blog's success wasn't just views, it was connection, a community bigger than our cul-de-sacs block parties. I'd faced challenges, Samuel's reaction, the annulment, but I wasn't alone. Jane, Maria, even Sophia's truth, were my armor. As the shore approached, I felt peace, like the quiet after a Jersey storm. The park waited, a place of renewal where I'd jog, write, rebuild. I thought of our book club, debating stories of resilience. Mine was one now, not a tragedy but a triumph. I typed a YouTube caption for my blog's video, "Have you faced betrayal? Share your story below." It wasn't just a call to action, it was an invitation, a hand extended to others, like Maria's to me. I closed my journal, the boat's hum steady. Samuel's shadow lingered, Sophia's warning wasn't empty, but I wasn't afraid. I'd faced his lies, walked away, and found my voice. Jane's coffee date, my blog's reach, the park's promise, they were my future, not his pleas. I looked at the horizon, waves glinting like sparklers. Betrayal had cracked my world, but it hadn't broken me. It had shown me who I was, and who I could be. That was enough. I'm Emily Parker, 32, and my 4-day marriage to Samuel taught me more than a lifetime of New Jersey diner dates. Betrayal didn't break me, it rebuilt me, like a book club novel that changes how you see. I'm not the bride who trusted too easily. I'm Emily, stronger than I knew, ready for whatever's next. If you've faced a lie, know this, your story's not over. It's just begun, and it's yours to write.